In the distant future, the galaxy lay in ruins, a bleak expanse of shattered worlds and silent stars. The civilizations that had once thrived on countless planets had been decimated, their greatness undone by war, famine, and despair. Once bustling trade routes lay abandoned, and the remnants of intelligent life wandered like shadows of their former selves, haunted by the destruction they had witnessed. Among the fallen worlds and scattered survivors, one race stood out as the architects of this devastation, the Zarkoni. Known for their relentless quest for dominance and their unmatched technological prowess, the Zarkoni had unleashed a weapon that scorched the very surfaces of entire planets. Wherever they went, life was eradicated. Lush forests turned to ashes, oceans evaporated, and sprawling cities became graveyards. Many species had been driven to the brink of extinction, their cultures and knowledge reduced to remnants, like fragile leaves scattered by a storm. Among these endangered species were the Yans, a gentle, peace-loving race deeply connected to their homeworld and its vibrant ecosystems. The Yans were renowned for their harmonious way of life, cultivating their world in balance with nature. Their cities were an elegant blend of crystal structures and organic materials, making them beautiful yet fragile. They cherished peace, dedicating themselves to wisdom, art, and the care of their lush environment. But when the Zarkoni arrived, the Yans' peaceful existence shattered like glass beneath the boot of war. Lush forests withered, rivers ran dry, and the soft hum of their harmonious lives was replaced by silence and fear. In desperation, the Yans retreated to a final sanctuary, the Great Crystal Dome. This massive, iridescent structure rose from the earth like a beacon, its crystalline surface shimmering with the faintest trace of light. It had been a symbol of peace and wisdom for the Yans, a place where they gathered to celebrate their connection to the cosmos. Now it became their last refuge, the one place left untouched by Zarkoni fire. Inside the dome, the Yans gathered, a community united in sorrow and fear. Eldra, the Yans' wise and gentle elder, was at the center of this assembly. Her presence was a quiet source of comfort for her people. With translucent skin that faintly glowed in the darkened dome, she emanated a warmth and resilience that lifted the spirits of the Yans, even in their darkest hour. She sat in deep meditation, her mind reaching out to the cosmos in a silent prayer. She could feel the life force of her people diminishing, like a fragile flame struggling against a relentless wind. "We are the last of our kind," she murmured, her voice a soft whisper that hung heavy in the air. "What hope do we have left?" Just as despair began to close in, a sudden tremor shook the ground beneath them. The crystal walls of the dome trembled and the soft light flickered. Yans exchanged worried glances, fear tightening their hearts. Eldra's calm exterior cracked as the ground shuddered, a reminder that even their sanctuary was not immune to the chaos outside. A young Yen scout burst into the chamber, eyes wide with fear and amazement. "Eldra, you must come quickly. Something is approaching from the sky." With a mixture of dread and curiosity, Eldra rose, following the scout through the crystalline corridors and out into the open air. What she saw filled her with awe and trepidation. A massive ship was descending from the heavens, casting a vast shadow across the dying landscape. The ship was unlike anything she had ever seen before. Its surface was a harmonious blend of organic curves and sharp, angular technology, as if shaped by hands that understood both art and war. The ship hovered silently, exuding an aura of power and mystery. Then, with a low hum, it began its descent, landing gracefully, its sheer weight causing the earth to tremble. Eldra felt a pulse of energy ripple through the air as the ground settled, and with it came a surge of something she hadn't felt in ages: hope. The door of the ship opened with a soft hiss, and from within, a group of figures emerged. Their forms were encased in sleek, reflective suits, and they moved with a purpose and grace that suggested discipline and strength. Eldra's heart pounded as she watched, 1,000 questions racing through her mind. Were these figures the Zarkoni, coming to deliver the final blow? But as the figures drew closer, she saw that they were not Zarkoni. These beings were taller, with upright postures and features that, though foreign, exuded warmth and intelligence. One of them stepped forward, a figure with short-cropped hair and piercing blue eyes. His gaze was steady and his bearing confident, but there was a softness in his expression that eased some of her fear. "I am Commander Alex Reeve," he announced, his voice strong yet reassuring. "We come in peace." Eldra's heart lifted, but her caution remained. "Why have you come?" "Our world is dying and there is nothing left for you here." Alex nodded solemnly, his eyes meeting hers with a compassion she hadn't expected. "We know of your plight," he replied. We've been watching from afar and we've seen the devastation brought upon your world. We could not stand by and do nothing while innocent lives were at stake." As he spoke, more humans emerged from the ship, their faces reflecting a mixture of determination and empathy. They carried devices that hummed with energy, casting a soft blue glow in the dim light. Behind them, the doors of the ship opened wider, revealing rows upon rows of advanced medical supplies, machinery, and equipment that Eldra could only guess at. "We have brought resources," Alex continued, his voice filled with resolve. "We can help you rebuild, give you a chance at survival. This war is not just about our worlds, it's about the future of all life in the galaxy." The Yans around Eldra murmured in amazement, their eyes reflecting the same glimmer of hope she felt blossoming within her. Could it be that these strangers, these humans, would risk their lives to help them? "You would do this, for us?" Eldra asked, her voice a mixture of disbelief and wonder. Alex's face softened as he nodded. "Yes. We are all sentient beings and we share a duty to protect those in need. Humanity knows the pain of near extinction. We have faced our own trials and we have endured. Now we want to help you do the same." Without further hesitation, the humans set to work. They moved with urgency but also with a remarkable efficiency that spoke to their training and resolve. They shared knowledge of technology and medicine, showing the Yans how to restore power to their energy grids and repair the structures that had been damaged in the Zarkoni attacks. They taught them new techniques for cultivating crops, showing them how to revitalize the barren soil and encourage new growth. Days turned into weeks, and the partnership between the Yans and the humans flourished. The dome, which had once been a symbol of sorrow and retreat, was transformed into a sanctuary brimming with life and hope. The humans and Yans worked side by side, their bonds deepening through shared laughter, stories, and the unwavering commitment to survival. Eldra found herself drawn to Alex, captivated by his resilience and unwavering spirit. In him, she saw the embodiment of hope and strength, qualities that her people had nearly forgotten in the long dark years of isolation. His presence became a beacon, a reminder that even in the face of impossible odds, they could find a way forward. But just as hope took root, a shadow loomed on the horizon. The Zarkoni, relentless in their pursuit of dominance, had not forgotten the Yans. They returned, their ships casting ominous silhouettes against the fading light, intent on extinguishing the spark of hope that had rekindled on this ravaged world. As the sun set, casting hues of orange and purple across the landscape, Eldra called a council within the dome. Humans and Yans gathered, their faces solemn but resolute. "The Zarkoni are coming," she announced, her voice steady but filled with urgency. "We must prepare to defend our home." Alex stepped forward, his gaze unwavering. "We will fight together. The Zarkoni will not take what we have built here." The night fell and the dome pulsed with energy, a symbol of unity and determination. Humans and Yans trained side by side, developing strategies, honing their skills, and strengthening the bonds that had formed between them. Eldra felt a renewed sense of purpose, a fierce pride in the resilience of her people and their newfound allies. Hope was no longer a distant dream, it was a fierce, living reality. When the Zarkoni ships darkened the sky, the combined forces of the Yans and humans stood ready. The battle that followed was intense, a maelstrom of energy blasts, booming explosions and cries of defiance. Eldra fought alongside Alex, her heart racing as they faced the Zarkoni onslaught. The humans fought with a courage and tenacity that inspired her, their unity a stark contrast to the cold ruthlessness of the Zarkoni. As the last Zarkoni ship fell, a triumphant cheer erupted from the survivors. The battlefield, littered with debris and scars of war, was a testament to their shared victory. Breathless but alive, Eldra looked at Alex, gratitude shining in her eyes. "You saved us," she whispered. Alex smiled, his eyes reflecting the warmth and strength of his spirit. "No, Eldra. We saved each other. Together we are stronger than we could ever be alone. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the stars. If you enjoyed our tales of bravery and adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Share your thoughts in the comments, your voice matters. Stay tuned for more incredible stories from the galaxy. Together, let's uncover the legends of the cosmos. Until next time, remember, in the vastness of space, courage and unity are our greatest allies. Keep exploring, keep dreaming, and may the stars guide your way.